Hello and welcome into the show, everyone. I am Preston Poole. That is Tyler Adams. This is Unadvised here on the Sports Animal YouTube, Facebook, and our very own X account at Unadvised Pod. A lot to talk about today, mainly a lot of college football as we're 3 weeks from Thursday would be when Oklahoma State plays their first game. Then 3 weeks from Saturday is when Oklahoma will play their first football game. I can't wait. It's getting close. I need to, like I said last week, I wish I could just teleport to the end of the month so we can watch football.
I was bored to tears on Saturday. I wasn't working Saturday. I had no plans. And I would have done, whether it's financially, whether it's physically, whether it's an emotional toll, I would have done some seriously messed up or expensive things to have just one football game on my TV, whether it was college, NFL, Division II. I didn't care. I just wanted one football game because I was so bored. And we're so close. You can start to smell it. You start the mouth starting to water. 2 weeks from this Saturday, though, we got Farmageddon over in Ireland. So that's a fun thing to look forward to.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that here in a little bit. On Thursday of last week, we had the Hall of Fame game for the NFL, where I got to see my Chargers just absolutely beat up on what was, obviously the second, third string for both teams. But if last Thursday night around, 8 p.m., if I could have placed a future on Trey Lance being the comeback player of the year, I would have, because he was tearing it up. Thank God there's still Justin Herbert there to play quarterback, though. But yeah, that was like a little tease. And so the weekend I was like, oh man, hopefully there's some preseason NFL games on that I can, just flip through and watch a little bit of. There was not. So it was like the ultimate tease last week.
No. I need it. That's all I know is I need it. And I know we're going to talk college football, and I'm sure we'll talk Sooners. I'm sure we'll talk Cowboys. I'm buying in.
Yeah.
OSU. I'm buying in.
You're buying all the stock while it's low right now.
Yes. Right. Yes.
We're hoping
I might drive to Kansas and get a ticket.
A nice little
bet ticket, not a speeding ticket. I might get one on the way there, but
yeah. We're hoping the return on investment on that pays off for you. Hopefully it does. So there was a coaches poll that dropped. We did get a coaches poll yesterday. We got that kind of shocking. We didn't see Oklahoma in there. Maybe
number 26.
Yes, they are number 26. So they were literally the last team left out. Texas number 1, Ohio State number 2. I would assume that's how the AP poll is going to be as well. So we can get
that flip flops. They're going to be
first game of the year, obviously against each other.
That'll be the first time if the AP poll, because the AP poll is what they'll go off of before the playoff poll comes out in early November. If it is Texas 1, Ohio State 2, or vice versa, it'll be the first time a week 1 game is number 1 versus number 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's
which
interesting.
Kind of.
I'm anticipating that will be.
Me too.
What it is. Either one of those teams, 1 and 2. Penn State 3. I'm still. I think they're going to be good. I just need to see it out of them because we haven't yet under James Franklin, right? So Georgia 4. Obviously, they'll be good. Notre Dame. Marcus Freeman does great recruiting, stuff like that. They'll be good. Clemson, I think they're going to run through the ACC.
Yeah.
Oregon at 7. How good do we think Oregon is going to be this year? Obviously, I know you're trying to work some voodoo magic.
Yes, but take away. Let's go from week 3 on. I don't know, Preston.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they'll be good, obviously. Obviously, they're going to be good. They're not going to be bad. But are they going to be, a guaranteed playoff team the whole year? I don't know.
What is their quarterback's name? I'm blanking on it. The kid transferred from UCLA.
Oh, I'm blanking on it, too.
Oregon.
I know it.
Dante Moore. Which I want to look at his stats from UCLA.
Did he play at UCLA? Yeah,
He
he did.
played
He did.
a year,
Not a
and then
lot.
I think he redshirted
No,
last year.
I know he played at UCLA. I didn't know if he like got much on the field though. Working at 7, that's definitely that was kind of the one that really surprised me in the top 10. Maybe even Miami a little,
yeah.
but I mean they went 10-2 last year.
Let's
Mario
see.
Cristobal is going to get them to 9 wins and then choke away at the very end.
He completed 53.5% of his passes in 2023 at UCLA, 1,600 yards, 11 touchdowns, 9 interceptions.
Yeah.
So not quite Dylan Gabriel walking into the thing there at Oregon. So that's a question that I had. Oregon, how good do we really think they're going to be? Alabama, again, we don't know much about their quarterback situation. LSU, their quarterback situation is good defensively. We'll see what they are this year. They're number 9, and then Miami at 10. I will never believe in Miami.
No, like they're gonna get 9 wins probably and lose two of their. They're gonna be 8-1 and finish 9-3.
Yeah,
that's like we know how Mario Cristobal works. That's how it's gonna go.
And it's because they tried to run the ball when all they needed to do was take a knee.
Oh, I will never forget that. I will never.
That was, of course, one of the. What was that? A year or two ago now?
That was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah.
Just the most embarrassing way to lose
Horrible.
a football game.
Horrible.
So, Arizona State at 11, obviously very good season last year when no one thought they were going to be good at all. Now they have expectations being in the top, 15 heading into a season. They lose a lot though. Cam Scatterboo's on the New York Giants now. They do bring back their quarterback. Intriguing team for me. I'm kind of the wait and see on Arizona State.
Yeah, I'm with you. And like we will talk about with the Big 12, you never know with any of these teams. You never know. The good teams could be disappointing. The bad teams could surprise you. You just never know. I'm a believer that Arizona State will be good and it will be like a top 4 or 5 Big 12 team. But having them at the 11th spot right now, I mean, it's fair. No argument from me. But yeah, it's definitely a wait and see.
And then when we say coaches poll, we really mean like coaches assistant poll.
Yeah.
Because ain't no way in hell these guys are filling this out.
This is like assistant athletic director poll.
Yeah, exactly. This is not the actual coaches sitting down. I mean, I bet there's a handful of them that actually do sit down and fill it out, but I mean, come on. But not every college football coach has the time or wants to take the time to fill out a top 25 poll. So 11, Illinois. I think that's going to be a
12.
team. 12, yeah, excuse me. Arizona State was 11. 12, Illinois. That's a team that everyone likes, it feels like, heading into the season. Brett Bielema, obviously a great head coach, done, at Arkansas, at Wisconsin. We'll see.
Let's look at their schedule real quick. I haven't looked at it because I'm with you. I think they're going to be good, but it's Illinois,
Yeah.
Like, you got to see. Okay, well, my internet isn't working. Let me use my phone. This will be easier because I do want to go through their schedule. I was thinking about that earlier, and I was like, I'll go through this with Preston. All right, we got it pulled up right here. So they start off Western Illinois win, Duke win. At Duke, though, I'll still get my win. Western Michigan win at Indiana, September 20th. That'll be a fun one. Who would have ever thought we would have said Illinois versus Indiana is going to be a fun one? Yeah. USC at home, intriguing. At Purdue, win. Ohio State at home. At Washington, that's a back-to-back tough week. Rutgers at home, Maryland at home. At Wisconsin, Northwestern at home. So
they really have a handful, if that, of tough games.
If they get through, until November with one loss, they're going to be looking straight at the playoffs.
Yeah, I would assume they lose to USC and Ohio State.
Yeah, I would say they lose to Ohio State, then I would say they definitely fall to either Indiana, USC, or at Washington. Yeah. One of those three.
And it could be 2 out of those 3.
Yeah.
The Fighting Illini. South Carolina at 13. That's been a team that was trendy from like January to May, and then from May to now is trended the other way.
There's no way they can win the SEC. Why do you guys think that?
Michigan obviously going to be starting a freshman quarterback. They'll have a defense. They'll have, a running game. And we'll see them in Norman week 2. They're 14th. Ole Miss 15th. I'm clueless on the Rebels. I'm absolutely clueless.
Me too. I don't even know who their starter is. Oh, it's that guy that we saw last year that came in from
Yes,
Jackson against Georgia and had that touchdown drive.
Baseball player as well. I'm blanking on his name too. SMU 16. We'll see if they can repeat their run to the ACC championship game and make the playoffs. They did that obviously in their first year in the ACC. Florida is a trendy team now.
That's good quarterback SEC bias right there. Because
yes,
I'm not a believer in Billy Napier. I'm a believer in DJ Lagway for sure.
Yeah,
I think he's a stud. But 17, we'll see.
Tennessee, who's going to be their quarterback? They'll probably have a good defense, but who's going to be their quarterback? Yeah. Indiana, scared to play anyone, outside of the Big Ten.
I think that's the most fair ranking outside of Texas, Ohio State, Penn State, kind of the top 10. I think 19 for Indiana is the most fair ranking because I see them probably getting 10-2 with a cupcake schedule and the committee or something. Everyone's like, all right, yeah, you're 19, right? So that's, to me, that's the one I was like, that's a fair ranking because they'll probably go 9-3, 10-2, and finish 19th.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're not going to be. I don't think they'll be what they were last year.
Right. No,
but
because they're not going to surprise teams again this year.
That was kind of lightning in a bottle last year for the Hoosiers. 20 K-State, Kansas State at 20, A&M at 21, Iowa State at 22, BYU at 23. Do we even know who their quarterback's going to be?
No, but I trust that program.
Yeah. Their head coach, was it Kalani?
Salaki.
Yes. Texas Tech, again, we'll see. It's kind of like Penn State. Can they get over the hump of the 9-3, 8-4? Can they get over that hump to go 10-2 and win the Big 12, make it into the playoffs? And then Boise State. I see it. Yeah, exactly. And then Boise State is 25.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Oklahoma is probably better than Boise State.
Probably. Did you hear the stat that this is the first time since 1999 that OU's not preseason ranked in the coaches poll?
I did see that. Yes,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I talked to Cale Gundy about a week ago. We were at a remote, and I was kind of like, it seems to me that some of these Oklahoma fans have gone kind of soft. I said that to him in a break, and he's like, well, look, they haven't, a lot of them haven't seen Oklahoma be this bad at football in their lives. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm one of those guys.
Yeah.
I remember, Bob Stoops. That's all this far back as I go with Oklahoma football. So I'm one of those, but I'm also, I'm not going to sit and bitch and moan at everything that happens. So, and voice my opinions on social media outside of maybe dropping a couple curse words on Twitter during the games. That's about as far as I'm going to go.
And nothing in the moment there's no accountability in the moment.
Yeah.
Everything in the moment is fair game.
Exactly. 100%. So it's kind of a reaction to that. Most overrated team heading into the season.
Who do I think is?
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
Probably.
That's maybe we could sit here and make an argument for Penn State.
Maybe Michigan too.
Michigan, yeah.
I mean, 14 with the true freshman quarterback. They beat Ohio State last year, and they beat Alabama in a meaningless bowl game. But outside of that, they weren't good. Yeah. And do we think a true freshman is going to fix that? I don't know. He could.
Talk about Ole Miss. They lose a lot, obviously, and Jackson Dart, who was, in the NFL now.
And Lane Kiffin didn't sound like a confident guy at SEC Media Day.
He didn't. I don't think many people talked about that, did they?
Yeah, no, because he was just he was pretty much giving the, hey, look what I've done. Yeah, I've been here, by the way. Look what I've done. Yeah,
look at the bigger picture, not just this year. Look at the bigger picture. Yeah, trying to deflect a little bit. Who do you think is underrated heading into this season?
South Carolina. I think
That's
has the
that's the
potential to be a
first team
playoff
that
team.
came to my mind.
A&M, I'm kind of starting to believe in A&M just because we're not hearing anything about them for the
Yeah.
first time ever.
That's
They
a team
returned their quarterback.
I'll never believe in Texas A&M.
They returned their quarterback in year 2 with Mike Elko.
Yeah.
So I think I'm
I
not
do
saying
think
they're
Mike
underrated, but I think
Elko
they're a sleeper. How about that?
Yeah, I think Mike Elko is one of those guys that's not going to give in to, and I say this, but it happens every time at like A&M and at Texas. It's not going to give in to the boosters and listen to the boosters. But eventually, I mean, even Mac Brown kind of that got the best of him as well. So we'll see. South Carolina. I mean, there could be a case for Oklahoma. But again, there's so many questions when it comes in my mind to Oklahoma. Is obviously the offensive line. I think the running backs are going to be fine. I think the receivers are going to be okay. I guess they could end up being a really good group. We'll see. I think if Deion Burks stays healthy all season, I think that's obviously a big weapon for them. And John Mateer, who knows? I think there's a lot of questions. So I think I wouldn't say you're wrong if you put Oklahoma in the underrated, but I also would be like, well, I kind of need to see them play first before I can sit here and really realize it. Because who was the first team that they played last season? I'm blanking
Temple.
on. Was it Temple? Yeah. They were getting pushed around on the offensive line. And then immediately you could tell, okay, this is going to be a problem. So if they're getting pushed around by Illinois State come 3 weeks from Saturday, then I think we're all going to be like, oh, here we go again.
Oh, yeah. If we see like 3 first half sacks or something,
yeah.
I
still remember going back. I'm like,
Yeah.
Let's talk about Farmageddon. And it's not being played on the plains of America. It's being played in Ireland and Dublin.
In warm
Dublin,
weather too.
Ireland.
It's kind of I'm all for Farmageddon being played in week 1 or week 0 because it's just awesome. But it is also kind of sad we're not going to see, a late November, either in Manhattan or Ames, Iowa.
It's just cold as
20
balls
degrees,
and it's
snowing.
Yeah. That when you hear Farmageddon, you think like, okay, this needs to be played in like a cornfield.
Yes.
It's
Field of
somewhere
Dreams.
Exactly. Yeah. What destination would you want to go see Oklahoma State play?
Oregon, just because it's like kind of the once in a lifetime. I had when I say the opportunity to go, it's not like I had like a free flight and free tickets or anything, but we got family friends going and I got invited, but I've decided I'm just going to save the money and stick at home.
Yeah.
But that would be the one. If I could just pick a game to go to, all expenses paid, I'd go to Oregon. Just because
even
to see
any destination though, like not talking like this year, any destination.
Oh, Rose Bowl.
The Rose Bowl?
Rose Bowl, for sure. Yeah. Rose
I'm
Bowl.
trying to think. Dublin would be cool, but I don't think Oklahoma would ever play in Dublin.
No.
Maybe like Mexico City, like an NFL Mexico City game would be kind of cool.
Big 12's going to start doing that, I think, a little. Start playing some games in Mexico.
Yeah, I think – wasn't that basketball?
Yeah, they're doing basketball, and I think they're going to do a little football too. Okay. But then again, we haven't heard anything on that in like 2 years, so who knows?
Although Mexico City is at altitude, so I don't know how I would exactly handle that.
Yeah, it's like the highest city in America, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or not in America, in the world.
Yeah. At least in North America. I don't know about the world. We cannot confirm that. So if you can, shoot us a message. But yeah, Farmageddon. Last year it was Georgia Tech and Florida State. Mm-hmm. And that began.
We thought that was like the craziest upset.
Yeah. Well, that began the downfall of Florida State. I still don't know if the guy has eaten the dog poop or not.
He's got to.
Yeah. Big season.
I proclaim the curse lives on.
Yes. Well, who do they play week 1? Alabama. Okay, I say, look, if you lose to Alabama, the curse is probably still on, right? But we're gonna have to wait and see because I don't know if we can call losing to Alabama at home the curse. So speaking of week 1, so I went through each week. There's 14 weeks. I went through each week and I picked out the best games. Some weeks there's 2, some weeks there's 1, some weeks there's 4. So like week 1, we start off with Texas at Ohio State. That I feel is the best game of the weekend. Then you get
Clemson,
Alabama.
LSU at Clemson, that would be awesome.
That's going to be a good one as well. There's that one, LSU at Clemson, Alabama at Florida State, Notre Dame at Miami, and then I threw this one in just for the Bill Belichick factor, TCU at North Carolina, because I think that's on Monday,
that's a Monday
or
it's
Sunday.
A standalone. It's going to be a standalone. The whole nation's watching.
Yeah. Week 2. Not the biggest week in college football, I'll say that.
Oh, you have like 2 of the biggest games of the week.
Michigan at Oklahoma, and then Oklahoma State at Oregon.
Yeah.
That's the 2 biggest games that I could see that week.
Yeah.
Also throw in Kansas at Missouri, because that's kind of like
that'll be a fun one.
Rivalry.
That's an old rivalry, and both those teams, have hope for this season.
It sucks they're not playing it at like Arrowhead or something like that, but it's being played at Missouri. So, week 3, Texas A&M at Notre Dame, Georgia at Tennessee, and Clemson at Georgia Tech. I put that last one in there because I think some people are thinking that Georgia Tech could be okay.
Yeah, I mean they were good last year. I mean they were a scrappy, fun team. I mean they took Georgia to 7 overtimes, 6 overtimes, whatever it was. That was an awesome game.
A&M at Notre Dame though. Notre Dame has quite the schedule to start the season for sure.
Yeah. It gets easier as it goes along, but their first half is pretty tough.
Yes. Week 4. Florida at Miami. Again, 2 teams that could be really good this year, or 2 teams that could fade away into darkness.
Yeah.
Arizona State at Baylor, and then Michigan at Nebraska. So week 4, there's not,
Arizona State at Baylor is good. We're going to learn a lot about both those teams.
Yeah. Playing there in Waco. Week 5, Alabama at Georgia, Oregon at Penn State, and then LSU at Ole Miss.
Wide out Penn State, baby.
Yeah. Those games are, and I wish, obviously, that's going to be a noon game because of Fox, but the whiteout, you got to have that at night, man.
Come on, Fox. Be for the people for one time.
Week 6, Texas at Florida.
No, Oregon Penn State is already it's set for 6:30.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's see who's carrying that game. It doesn't say. But yeah, why not Penn State?
I would assume that's probably Fox.
It's probably Fox.
Yeah,
they're just cool. They're cool.
They
realize
decided.
Fans with whiteout at night.
Week 6, Texas at Florida, and Clemson at North Carolina. Decent, 2 games.
Clemson at North Carolina, woo.
Not, it's like I said. The
thing is the thing with college football too is the weeks are like, the slate's not great. Is always
going to be chaotic.
Upsets. Yeah, it's the week we get like 3 teams in the top 10 go down.
Week 7, we've got the Cotton Bowl, Oklahoma and Texas and Dallas. Ohio State is at Illinois, and Michigan is at USC. So that's a decent lineup there.
Yep.
Also, Thunder preseason game that day as well. So if you want to throw that in there, I can't wait to be doing that. Week 8.
No big deal.
Yeah. USC at Notre Dame, Tennessee at Alabama, and Oklahoma at South Carolina. Decent games there. Let's see, where am I at here? This is so small. I need to increase the text size. We are at week 10, and this is where it kind of starts to bog down a little bit. Penn State at Ohio State is the best game that week, and that was the best one that I could find.
That's an intriguing game now for Big Ten purposes, big time.
LSU at Alabama in week 11 is the biggest game that week, and then week 12, Texas at Georgia, Oklahoma at Alabama that week as well. Week 12, week 13, USC at Oregon, and Tennessee at Florida. And then week 14 is probably one of the better weekends. Just looking at these games, Texas A&M at Texas. Obviously, that's Thanksgiving Day, I believe. Alabama at Auburn, the Iron Bowl. LSU at Oklahoma. Ohio State at Michigan. Clemson at South Carolina. And then don't forget, Bedlam should be this week.
Bedlam should
but
be
it's
that
not.
week.
Yeah.
Even though the last few Bedlams they did not play it on that week for the majority of
Yeah.
times for whatever reason. But
I
Bedlam should be
think
that
it
week.
was because with Big 12 championship implications, they
Yeah.
didn't want those two teams playing each
And
other
then
twice in a row.
And then the 1 year that they in 2021 when it was
Yeah.
at the very end of the season was the one season where if OU won that game, we would have gotten the back-to-back Bedlams. The one time that they put at the end of the year was the only
Yeah.
opportunity that case was ever going to play out if it were to happen.
Yeah. So those are some of the biggest games each week in college football that I went through. I'm sure I might miss some, but I just can't wait. It's sitting here, I'm watching all these videos from Norman and Stillwater on Twitter that these reporters are putting out. All the news, the players that they're talking about. I'm almost itching and scratching to get some damn football in.
Yeah, it's Hard Knocks tonight. Hard
Oh,
Knocks
it's
tonight.
tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
9 p.m.
Perfect.
9 p.m.
Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
Update, by the way, in the NFL, unless I've missed something, Micah Parsons still has yet to be signed.
It's getting contentious too.
See, there's a beef between Nicki Minaj and Des Bryant.
No, I didn't see. I saw Des Bryant was like defending Micah Parsons and stuff.
Unless this was fake, I forget what podcast I was watching. It might have been Pardon My Take. This is kind of their type of story, but I'm almost positive that Nicki Minaj and Des Bryant were beefing about something on Twitter. I don't know exactly what,
We're
but
gonna do some investigative journalism. Right
I
now.
think I saw that trending. That's like the two people that I would not expect to be beefing online is Nicki Minaj and Des Bryant.
Des Bryant, Nicki Minaj. All right, let's see. Nicki Minaj goes, radio saw that Des Bryant challenged her to provide the $10 million she pledged to give him if he could beat her sex-offending husband in a fight.
Okay.
This further confirms the report that the 43-year-old rapper from Trinidad is in debt and was touring for free.
Okay. Well, I guess there's your pop culture news.
I got no idea what any of that means.
Yeah, so I still have no clue what the beef was over, but I
But there's a beef. We can't confirm.
It all stemmed from Jerry Jones saying that Jay-Z was like one of the worst agents to deal with. I think that might have been where it stemmed from.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Jerry Jones has not quit running his mouth.
God, he's an idiot.
Since
he's
he was
the best.
born, probably.
He's the best. I love him. He's an idiot.
I'm trying to think anything else that happened in the NFL this week. Terry McLaurin still hasn't signed.
Looking good though.
Yeah, he's at least like there. I don't know.
Yeah,
where
he's there shaking hands with the owner and
Micah Parsons could be in like Cabo or somewhere like that for all we know right now. I don't know if he's still at practice or not in California. I'm trying to think anything else off the top of my head in the NFL. I think that's about it. Fantasy football. I did my set my draft order for the league that I'm the commissioner of with my friends, and I've just been doing mock drafts nonstop. I love a good mock draft. I'm itching and scratching again just for any like type of football action. I've been doing mock drafts left and right.
Yeah, we got our Sports Animal Dynasty draft coming up here in about 2 weeks.
Which, by the way, I did a mock draft for that as well, and I have so many damn picks. I'm gonna have to end up trading them because I can't bring on that many players onto my team.
I might be in the market for a wide receiver, Preston. So
okay, well,
maybe we can do a little talking after this. Little
I've got it's a 12-team league, and I've got 6 picks in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, I saw that. Sam Presti.
Yes, we're rebuilding over on my team. And no worries, Justin Herbert is locked in as my starting quarterback. I will not waver on that. He's locked in. But yeah, I've just been doing mock drafts. I love a good mock draft. I just like to sit down. And by the way, if your league is on Sleeper, it takes 3 minutes to do a full mock draft because you don't have to wait like on the other stuff where you have to join into the lobby and wait for everything. It takes forever. Sleeper is the perfect fantasy football app. I'll say that.
Sleeper, Yahoo, then ESPN.
Yes, yeah. But yeah, I can't wait, and we'll do a fantasy football preview maybe here.
We'll get Matt Ravis on here.
Weeks. Yeah, we'll have to get Ravis on whenever he's free, and we'll talk about some players because again, I love fantasy football. It's a blast.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
Yes, we're getting close. We're getting close to football. You can feel
August
it.
is the worst month.
August is
the worst month.
We're what, 5 days in? I've already been golfing.
It's the longest 5 days of my life.
I've already been golfing twice this month. It's just dragging by, and honestly, I mean, we got high school football starting. I'll be at some scrimmages here in the next couple of weeks, trying to get an eye on Blanchard and see what they're going to look like. Then, come September, we're rolling into football. And I thank you for letting me know the Hard Knocks was tonight, because now I have something to look forward to.
It's not till 9 though. That sucks.
That does suck, but I think I can hold out a little bit to pop that on and get the thing is, Hard Knocks, I've watched obviously the last, I don't even know, 10 years Hard Knocks. The last few years I've got to about episode 3 or 4 and I just quit watching because I lose.
Well, that's when when college football and stuff starts kicking off, and
yeah, that is true. That is right at
it's at 8. It's at 8.
Okay,
9 p.m.
perfect.
Eastern.
So,
bang.
In about an hour and a half, then
Let's go.
pop that on. So,
all
right, you got anything else before we wrap this thing up and put a bow on it?
No, I need to feel like pain or happiness or I don't know. I need something.
Well, you get Hard Knocks in you, and we'll see how you feel after that.
They better honor the Bills Mafia in episode 1. They better.
It's like the doctor just like giving you an antibiotic and just saying, all right, take this and let me know how you feel. If you feel sick, still come back in. That's kind of what it's like. All right, that's going to do it for us. Watch Hard Knocks tonight. Do your fantasy football mock drafts, maybe even your drafts. And we'll talk fantasy football here coming up as we approach the season and when a lot of people are having the drafts and stuff like that. So, all right, that's going to do it for us. See you guys next time.